Okay, hello everyone. Um, this is a free game I found on Steam. Um, there are a lot of free games on Steam, but this one kind of stood out because this, not only is it like a visual novel type thing, dating sim, that looks kind of interesting. It is actually fully voiced in English. And I found that rather odd because normally when visual novels have full audio, it's in Korean or Japanese. Like I just bought a video game, a visual novel that's only available, the full audio is only available in Korean. So, yeah, this caught my eye. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but I don't know. Let's give it a whirl. It's free. What's the harm? So, yeah. It has a really neat opening sequence, and if it doesn't show it when I hit new game, I'm just gonna splice it in there because what good is an opening sequence if it isn't at the fucking opening? Okay then, yeah. So let's start this thing. It's called Seduce Me, which is a very promising name. Here we go. Okay, this is a fictional and interactive narrative. Any character resemblance to real life people are purely coincidental. Also, please know that the following game is made for PG-16 audiences. Please know that sexual/violent themes are explored in this game. Trigger warnings: abuse, implied rape, and suicide. You have been warned. Oh my, this is gonna be a doozy! Oh! Okay. Please enjoy. Oh, what? You say that after? Okay.
When I look in your eyes again, I get trapped within you again. How come I am the one who's enslaved by you now? Then I hear you speak to me, but you never would leave me be. I can feel my body echoing for you now. Do you know what you do to me? It's like a fantasy, I wanna never leave. But isn't it a little funny? You're the one controlling me. I won't let you go. You've turned the tables on me, now you trap me in your cage somehow. I can never escape from you, but baby, that's alright. You've chained the monster deep inside this sick and sinful body of mine. But you better be ready when you lay with me tonight. Prepare to scream my name tonight.
Why, hello. My, aren't you a gorgeous sight? Can I be honored enough to know your name?
I'm gonna be honest, that scared the shit out of me. What's your name? Um, my name's Jeff.
A lovely name for a lovely person like you. Wonderful.
Okay. Hello.
Eric, do your job.
Very well. This game was produced by Seraphim Entertainment under the direction of Michaela Laws and is powered by Ren'Py Visual Novel Engine. We truly hope you'll enjoy this story. I know I'll enjoy it since you'll be in it.
I've been pronouncing Ren'Py as Ren'Py, and I feel stupid.
Eric.
Fine. Farewell, my sweet.
Somewhere.
Come on! Is that all you got?
Wanna try me, asshole?
Oh my.
Crap! Missed.
Let's retreat for now.
No kidding. Let's get out of here.
That's right. You better run, you stupid punks. Stay out of our territory.
The fuck is this? Call it fate, or call it coincidence. Oh, I should probably female it up. Call it fate, or call it coincidence. That one moment of violence started a chain of events I will never forget.
This formula, created in the 70s, is one of the most important in the field of financial theory.
Stop scaring the shit out of me, voices.
It is used to calculate the price of European-style options and is widely used by option marketers, though there are some discrepancies that are now corrected with the modern viewpoint.
The fuck does this have to do with what was going on just a second ago? Okay. Rain! It's been a long time since we've gotten rain around here. But it's the best season for rainy weather, so it's not exactly that surprising. Personally, I loved the sound of it. The way the raindrops fell, like the soft tapping of fingers. It was so soothing. Even looking at the droplets hit the glass of the window was strangely calming. For this reason, I felt lucky for having a seat next to the window, though I did spend more time staring outside than I did paying attention in class. The lectures in class were pretty boring. Mrs. Phillips's voice wasn't soporific. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Okay. But I wasn't just interested in what she was saying. But I just wasn't interested in what she was saying. Which, I apologize. And since it was the period right before lunch, all I could think about was doing other things in my free time. Honestly, I didn't care much for economics. Sure, I had good grades in this class, but it was only because I read the textbook and did my assignments as I had to. A good policy, madam. I was only taking this class because it was mandatory. If it were up to me, I would have taken another course. Luckily, it was my senior year, so after this semester it would mean the end of high school courses forever. Thank God for that. I mean, I didn't hate high school. It was just kind of mundane, how the days drifted on, as if there were no end to it. The only thing I really enjoyed about going to school was meeting my friends and hanging out with them, but that was kind of it. In short, I was done with high school. The start of second semester brought a note of finality to it. I had already applied to many universities the semester prior, and I was expecting replies sometime in the next few months. Okay, time. Okay. She says that she's hating high school, and she only goes there to meet her friends, so why would she be excited about going to college when none of her friends... Well, when at least a lesser amount of her friends are going to be going to college, and she's going to end up doing... Like, she's going to end up spending more time worrying about her... Okay. No, screw that. Okay. Trying to get back in this voice. It seemed like the start of something new. Something that would change. Yes, your viewpoint on Friends, obviously. That is, if things could change, I started at the faint... I'm not... I apologize. Okay. I stared at the faint outline of raindrops in the distance. For now, I was stuck in this class.
Miss Anderson.
Miss Phillips. Mrs. Phillips... Oh, wait. I failed. Mrs. Phillips' raised voice interrupted my train of thought. Just when I was thinking about class, I quickly turned my head to face the teacher. Hopefully she didn't pick me just because she noticed that I was spacing out. Of course she did. Yes, ma'am.
Would you care to name the equation I set up on the blackboard?
No, ma'am. Oh, I think I read about that in the textbook last night. It should be the Black-Scholes model formula.
Very good as always, Miss Anderson.
Woo. Anderson. Oh wait, I failed again. Anderson. It followed me wherever I went. Most people didn't really know me by my first name, but rather by my surname. Which, I mean, if this were a Japanese visual novel, that would make sense. No doubt, since the surname was the trademark of the internationally famous and No doubt, since the surname was the trademark of the internationally famous and philanthropic Anderson Family Toys, and because the founder was my own grandfather. Suzu, one of my best friends, turned around and proudly gave me a punch to the shoulder.
Kick ass, girl.
Thank you, Suzu. Oh my gosh. From beside me, I heard Naomi, another one of my best friends, clearing her throat in obvious disapproval of Suzu's choice of words. Language!
She means good job.
Miss Capini,
Oi!
care to tell me who the creators of this formula were?
Some guys named Black and Scholes.
A plus. A plus answer. 10 out of 10. Would answer again.
Fisher Black and Myron Scholes.
Very good, Miss Patterson.
Show off. Better study next time, Suzu. Be like us and study once in a while.
Okay. Well, Naomi has obviously taken much better care of her appearance and her form of speech while on campus. She's also a wee bit of a bitch. So, okay. Suzu rolled her eyes and slouched into her chair as Naomi gave her a small smirk. She always pouted when Naomi showed her up.
That's the end of today's lecture. Now, let's separate into groups and work on your projects. Remember, everything is due on Monday. Go ahead now.
Before I knew it, Suzu and Naomi had scooted their desks to align with mine, and we turned into the Three Musketeers. Whenever the teacher let the students decide on groups, we always grouped together in our little trio. It was a sheer stroke of luck that we all managed to be in the same class, so we had to at least take the opportunity and stick together as much as we could. Besides, we were most comfortable around each other than, say, compared to being around any of the other classmates, 'cause they're dorks. Sorry. My ad-libbing is probably just making her sound like a horrible person. Okay. I mean, it just made sense for us to put our heads together for any kind of project. I took out the poster we were working on and rolled it up. It opened into 3 desks. My apologies. I took out the poster we were working on and rolled it open onto the 3 desks. We were pretty much finished with fulfilling most of the guidelines for the project, though we did still have to add a few finishing touches here and there. After working on making the poster a bit prettier, we sat back and inspected our work to see what we still had to do. Wait, time again. What the Okay, there was an opening scene, and then there was suddenly a school scene. A very boring school scene, might I add. Okay. It's okay. She's in high school. Got it. Last year high school. Could have summed that up with a small paragraph instead of this scene. But okay. Time in. This voice is killing me. Naomi, as usual, was the first to look for any issues. She lightly tapped a pencil against her chin, staring intently at the project. She was a perfectionist, you see.
Alright, so let's see. We finished the budgeting section, the building leasing, and the cost for labor. What else do we need?
Suzu straightened up to look at the poster and stroked her chin as though she had a beard. But she did not have a beard at all, because she is a lady. After a few seconds, her face brightened and she spoke up.
How about a company name? Huh? Did we really skip over that?
Haha! Nerds!
Of course we did. You always go straight into the logical statistics and stuff that you completely skip over the fact. We need a name for our project.
At least we caught it this time. What do we name it?
It is a good thing we have Suzu around.
Not sure. What do you think?
It always came down to me. Whenever there was something to be named or titled, I was the master and ending decision. Even when I didn't want to be at all.
I like Trinity Corporations.
That is way too predictable. How about the Dragon Company?
What do dragons have to do with our project?
What exactly does the Trinity have to do with our project?
What? It's a totally unpredictable name. It's hot.
Actually, dragons are highly overused in this society.
But our company sells bubblegum.
And what does the Trinity have to do with bubblegum?
Who said we can't produce spicy bubblegum?
Again, dragons, overused.
What do you think?
Yeah. What do you think?
Both of them looked at me expectantly, even though I wasn't quite sure myself. I didn't really want to choose sides, but if it were up to me, I would say that we both need to brainstorm and come up with something a bit more original than dragons, and also something that ties into the product name, which... Oh, you're making me choose between the two. Bubblegum. This is not how you sell bubblegum, people. This is not how you sell anything. Oh. Okay. First choice. Already slightly ticked. Does this affect anything at all in the storyline? Maybe it determines who's coming with me. The Dragon Company doesn't have anything to do with the name, and also no one really likes spicy bubblegum. I mean, there are times, like, there's some very name brand things which I could name that I like that are spicy, but usually when people go for bubblegum, they go for something cool and minty so that they can affect it for, to make their breath better. Trinity Corporation. Just, it sounds really businessy, and it doesn't sound like it would go good on a bubblegum packet. 'Cause you could always go with something like, I don't know, you could always go with something like, why not just go with, like, Trinity Pop? Or, like, I don't know. Bubble business? No. I get the feeling I'm just gonna choose Naomi's anyway. Fine.
Bah, fine. Be lame.
Alright, now that we've decided on a name, now what?
I've forgotten name already. As we ended our name game, a giggle scrambled my thoughts. Huh? Who was that?
Ignore it. It's just
Lisette, that's an interesting name. I looked over my shoulder to see her laughing with her circle of friends, mostly comprised of popular people that were practically friends with everyone in the school. And as a result, everyone in the school knew them. In the center of it all was Lisette White. She sat with a posture that indicated she was still working, but that she also was ready to casually chat about her day. Very approachable. She had an endearing balance of charismatic and awkward, which was readily apparent when she first talked to someone. It was easy to make her smile and laugh, and she was quite the comedian as well. Basically, she was perfect. Not that she was like a robot or something, but she was the student that everyone else wanted to be, which made me hate her guts all so much more. Lisette was bright, easygoing, and above all, had her future laid out right in front of her. Unlike the average student, she knew what she wanted to do after high school, and, as a result, she was confident and ambitious, though sometimes it could rub a lot of people the wrong way. Time, again. My character, which I have named Holly, but was named, like, Mika, or something like that. She hasn't she already pretty much decided that she's going to college after high school? I mean, that's not a definite long-term plan, but that's... I mean, technically, she knows what she's doing after high school. She doesn't know what she's doing a long time, like, after college, but she knows what she's doing after high school? So, I don't know. Moreover, I had known her ever since I was young, but it had ultimately resulted in a rivalry that continued today. Of course, my friends knew what was between us, and upon seeing me glance at her, they shifted their attention to her.
She doesn't even look like she's working, in my opinion.
She probably is, but she's too much of a stuck-up priss to allow herself to look like she's actually doing work.
Hey!
Oh, come on, Suzu. She may be a little off-putting, but she's not the giant priss that you're making her seem to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad if someone's working really hard and doesn't show it. I mean, I guess that just means that they're either smart or they have very good composure.
The day she isn't a priss is the day I turn into you.
I don't think I really like either of these best friends. I hope they get eaten by vampires. If that's a thing. I'm pretty sure there are vampires in there. There has to be at least one vampire trope in here.
What's that supposed to mean?
Never mind. It's about time! Let's bail!
Unsurprisingly, Suzu was the first out of the classroom, slinging her backpack over her shoulder with ease as she quickly strolled out the door.
Her seat isn't even closest to the exit, and she always manages to be the first one out of the door. I don't think I'll ever understand
Well,
that.
it's easiest to just make a beeline for the door. Okay, me and you both, Naomi. I wish I was the first as fast as her getting out of here. I'm gonna go with this one just because I don't really want to get out. I don't normally leave classrooms very fast. I mean, I take my time. Being the first one out is just like, it draws too much attention for my social anxiety to handle. She gave me a smile, as if relieved by the fact that I felt the same way as she did, even though in reality we are nothing alike.
See? Why can't she just be normal like the two of us?
Oh. It's Suzu, Naomi. Think about it. And also, who are you calling normal?
Man, you guys are slow.
How
Are you
does she
coming
have
or
friends
what?
like this?
We heard you the first time. Not everyone has rocket boosters attached to their legs when the bell rings.
Are you kidding me? That class was ridiculously boring. Even Miss Valedictorian here.
I'm
is dozing off a
valedictorian?
bit.
Oh, okay. Aha! I do have to admit, I was spacing out. And just because I answered one question doesn't mean I'm automatically the valedictorian. Although that would be nice.
Okay, so it wasn't too interesting. But you should at least pay attention when Phillips is talking about the important parts.
So you finally admit it. We're finally on the same wavelength. Welcome to the club,
Patterson.
Patterson.
As in... No. No. Oh my, this is gonna be a thing.
Please, don't call me by my last name. This isn't the classroom. And never in a million years will we ever see things eye to
Obviously,
eye.
as one of you is taller than the other. Despite this, they both burst out into laughter, which is odd. Really, really odd. Normally, anyone would think that opposites like them wouldn't ever associate with each other, but even though they were so different, their friendship somehow made a lot of sense. Which, no, it actually doesn't make very much sense at all. Like, what do they even have in common besides me? Okay. Maybe they were just perfect complements, or personality just didn't dictate the possibility of their friendship. After all, we three had been best friends since preschool. Oh, okay, so that makes more sense. Because, like, in preschool it's easy to make friends, I guess. Because you're so little. But then you just kind of grow up to be awful people in your own little awful ways. And you just don't realize that you don't fit together.
Alright, so where are we heading to first? Cafeteria? I think we can all agree that we're really hungry, especially after hearing about our company's line of deliciously spicy bubblegum.
Who would even buy that? I wonder.
Me? I would pay good money to get it.
I don't think you understand exactly how business works if you pay good money for the bubblegum. Ha! You do like spicy food after all. But if you're owning the company and you buy the bubblegum yourself, you're just creating a loop. Okay. We entered the cafeteria, a bustling room filled with the aromas of different kinds of food. As we got in line, we ordered our meals and chatted freely.
Cajun fries and the spicy chicken burger for me. That's my definition of a good
So
meal.
she's gonna be okay.
I'll take a tuna sandwich and some juice. You're probably going to need water or something to curb all that spicy flavor.
She is gonna
Suzu.
need water.
I can't be tamed by the likes of that. If it's spicy, then it's gotta be all or
Other
nothing.
dragons? What? No, okay.
You're crazy.
Hell yeah, I'm crazy.
I think I'm getting a migraine.
I think I'll go with... Please, don't make me choose between their two orders. I don't want to have what either of them are having. But I hate mac and cheese. Just give me the mac and cheese. Yeah, that sounds better than choosing sides with friends that are obviously at odds with each other already.
Miss Anderson, come to the main office.
Oh shit, I'm in trouble. Your parents died. Tell me your parents died. What, did you inherit a mansion full of boys? Is that where this goes?